Hello lovely beaders. Welcome back to my channel. Today's project is this festive tiny bow made from peyote triangles. I show it as a pendant here, but this design is incredibly versatile. It is small enough for earrings. It makes a perfect gift tag for Christmas packages or a decoration for your tree. The only limit is your imagination. If you like this design, gather your beads and let's bead together. Start by stringing 3 delica beads. Pull the beads down on your thread and tie a double knot to form a circle with the beads. And step out from the first delica bead. String 2 delica beads and go through the next delica from the starting circle. This will be the first corner unit. Repeat by stringing 2 delica beads and go through the next bead from the starting circle. This will be the second corner unit. Repeat again, but now you need to step up for your next row. So go through the delica from your starting circle and the first delica from your first corner unit. String 2 delica beads for the first corner. To reach the second corner, you need to string a delica bead between the corners on the side of the triangle. String 2 delica beads for the second corner. To reach the next corner, string a delica bead between the corners. Make the third corner using 2 delica beads. String a delica bead for the last side, but pay attention to the step up because you reach the end of the row. We need one more row with delica beads before we start the beading with the gold seed beads. String 2 delica beads on the corners. But on the sides of the triangle, you will need to string 2 delica beads using peyote stitch. I'm speeding this part up because it's just repetition, but you can slow the video down in the settings if you want to bead along with me. Don't forget to step up for the next row. Start the first corner with 2 size 11 seed beads. Make the first side with seed beads using peyote technique. In this row you need to string 3 beads per side. For the second corner you will need 1 seed bead and 1 delica bead. String delica beads on the second side. For the third corner, string a delica bead and a seed bead. String seed beads on the third side. Don't forget to step up. Skip the first corner. Do not string any bead on this corner. String seed beads on the first side of the triangle. String 1 seed bead on the second corner. String delica beads on the second side. String a seed bead on the third corner. String seed beads on the third side. We finished our first triangle. Weave in the thread and the thread tail and cut them off. First I get rid of my thread tail. So I thread it into a needle and weave it through some beads to get away from the knot before I cut it off. The thread tail is the easy part. You just need to weave it away from the knot so you don't cut it too close. But the working thread needs more work. You should weave it through more beads and change direction at least 3 times. This locks the thread in place. If you don't do this, your last row might unravel. Once you weave in the threads, you need to make an identical triangle. I worked ahead so I don't need to weave in the thread on this triangle. I will continue to join the 2 triangles with this thread. We will join these 2 triangles at the delica sides. But first we need a small strip to connect them. This makes the bow 3D. Or you can simply align the corners like this for a flat bow if you don't want the 3D version. To make the connecting strip we must be on the side with the delica beads. Since we finished elsewhere, simply weave your thread through the beads until you reach the second corner. Step out from the corner seed bead. The strip starts and ends with a seed bead, so pick up a seed bead, then continue with delicas and close with a seed bead. This way the gold border continues on the connecting strip too. This is odd count flat peyote, so we turn at the end of the rows instead of going in a circle. But because the count is odd, we have a tricky turn on one side. And unfortunately this is the side where we have this tricky turn. Add the final gold seed bead, then pass through the corner bead. And you need to lead your thread through the beads on the next side until you can safely turn to go through the corner bead and the gold seed bead you just added. It is not too hard to turn, just time consuming. You can start your next row. In this row string only delica beads. And this end of your row will be a simple turn. This is the last row of the connecting strip. Start with a gold seed bead, then string delicas and finish with a seed bead. To add the last seed bead you will need to turn because this is the side with the tricky turn. As you can see, there is no bead to go into, so you need to turn. Go through the gold bead below, then through a delica. Turn back through the next delica and the gold bead you first entered. From here you can go back into the last gold bead. And now we can zip up the 2 parts. You are exiting from the gold seed bead. Go through the first delica of the other triangle, then back into the first delica of the connecting strip. Continue the zipping until you reach the end of the row. I am not pulling my thread tight so you can see the path. I hope this way you can follow the zipping better. But you need to pull it tight. It looks harder than it is. Once you understand the logic, you see where to go and what the next step is. And the zipping is done. I just need to weave in the thread. Since I have to go through the beads and turn anyway, I will reinforce the last row in the corners. And I suggest you do this too. Make another identical piece just like this. That will be the other half of the bow. I also made the other half of the bow. Now we need to join the two corners to create the bow shape. I am exiting from the corner bead. If you are not, then lead your thread there too. We will do nothing special, just join the corners. Exit from the corner bead and go through the corner bead of the other unit. Then go through its pair on the corner and back into the matching corner bead of the first unit. This path forms a square. Repeat again to reinforce this path. Pull the thread tight. Although it twists now, it will become straight as we join the other side. To join the other two corners, simply go through the corner bead on the other side. I am exiting a corner bead, so I simply go through the corner bead on the other side of the unit. Then you need to join this side exactly as we did with the other side. So exit from the corner bead of one unit. Go into the corner bead of the other unit. Then go through the corner bead next to it and into the other corner bead of the first unit. You need to reinforce this connection too, so go through these beads once more. Done. We joined the two halves, so now we have a complete bow. We just need to weave in this thread and start beading the strip that covers the center. I won't show weaving in the thread now. I will be right back to bead the middle strip. Start the middle strip with a stopper bead. Tie a simple knot around it. It is secure for the first row but easy to remove with a needle later. String 1 gold seed bead, 2 delica beads and 1 gold seed bead. Start the first peyote row. You are exiting from the first gold bead. String a gold seed bead and go through the first delica bead. The new gold bead will sit right on top of the first gold bead. String a delica bead and go through the last gold bead. And the first peyote row is finished. Now you just need to repeat this. Every row is the same. The first bead is a seed bead and the second is a delica bead. After a few rows you will notice that seed beads and delicas have different sizes. If you pull the thread too tight, the seed beads will start to bunch up. The solution is not to pull the thread tight. Keep it loose and let the beads align themselves. I won't show the beading of the entire strip. You need to continue until you count 13 gold beads on both sides. I finished. I have 13 gold seed beads on both sides. I zoomed in so you can see that my strip is loose on the delica part too. But you need this loose tension so the seed beads sit nicely on the edge. Now we just need to zip up this strip. But first put it on the bow. Start by joining the 2 gold seed beads so the strip does not unravel. You are exiting from the last gold seed bead. Go through the gold bead at the beginning of the strip. Then go back into the bead where you finished and through the first bead again. This way we pull them together and reinforce this edge of the strip. Now we can move on to zipping up the delicas. And when you reach the gold seed beads on the other side, simply connect them by turning back into the gold bead from the first side. Before I join the 2 gold beads on the other side, I remove the stopper bead to reach the gold bead of the first row. As you can see, if the stopper bead does not hold the first row tight, the join sides can loosen. So you need to hold it tight and reinforce this edge of the strip too. This turn connects the ends. Now just weave back through the zipped delicas to the other side. This reinforces the zipped part. I will go through this section a few more times. I weave back and forth in the zipped strip to tighten the thread and ensure the connection does not unravel. But do not cut the thread yet if you want to add a bail. And of course I will weave in the thread tail too, but I will do this off camera. I did not cut the thread yet, but before I make the bail I want to show you what a cute gift tag this bow can be. I use a narrow ribbon. I slide it under the peyote strip and use it to tie the gift. Since the bow is small, I do not recommend it for huge boxes where it might disappear. But look how cute it looks with this small jewelry box. But let's go back to the original plan and make the bail. Go through a gold bead so your thread points to the delicas. String 5 gold seed beads and go through the gold seed bead on the opposite side. Turn back through the seed bead next to it. Then go through the 5 beads you just added for the bail. And the seed bead next to the gold bead on the other side. This way you stretch the bail and it is held by 4 beads at once. Reinforce the bail by going through the beads once more. Now you just need to weave in the thread. Go through the beads and turn in the strip as many times as you can. If you want to wear this bow as a necklace, you have a few options. The simplest way is to open a jump ring and put it through the beaded bail you just made. Then you can just slide your chain through it. Another option is to use a pinch bail. Actually, that is what I used for the finished piece you saw in the intro video. But right now I am showing you the jump ring method. I wanted to demonstrate how easily you can turn this bow into a necklace with just a simple jump ring. I have one more idea for you. You can use this little bow to decorate your Christmas tree. Just thread a thin ribbon through the bail we made and your ornament is ready. And that's the end of today's video. If you watched it and liked it, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for spending time with me. See you next week.